بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الخلق وعز المرسلين أبي القاسم محمد وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين وصحبه المنتجبين وعلى جميع أنبياء الله والمرسلين. Brothers and sisters, we're going to continue the story of the sons of Adam. بالعربي يعني هابيل وقابيل. The sons of Adam in the Quran did not mention the names of Habil wa Qabil. Okay? Something we have to pay attention, that in so many places, so many events, so many occasions, the Quran does not go after the details. Does not. Wallah, Yusuf was a beautiful person. Okay, how? What are the features of Yusuf? Wallah, Nabi Noah had an ark. He built one. How big it is, how long it is, we do not know. What's its capacity, we do not know. And so many things like that, opposite to the Bible, the New Testament, Old Testament, you see details. How old is Adam? I do not know. What is the time between Adam and our prophets? We do not know. You might see some historical talk, arguments, but not in the Quran. And sometimes certain details, you might see it against science. You say, Subhanallah, this book was above the wrong understanding of a human being. Narrations are wrong because the narrator misunderstood the Prophet. The Prophet is ma'soom. The Imam is ma'soom. But sometimes the person who is narrating from the Imam or narrating from the Prophet might not get it the right way from the Imam. When we talk about Ibn Adam, same thing here, we come into a dilemma. Those Ibn Adam, the sons of Adam, are directly the sons of Adam, or they are from his offspring. That's a big question. Did Adam have other kids? Did we have other human being coexisted with Adam? طيب يا عمي, this humanity when it start getting bigger and bigger, how did they get married? To whom they get married to? Did they get married to each other? Same family, same relatives? Or no? Is it legislation back then different than here? Did they get married to different race? Like nowadays in science we say we have Homo sapiens, we have Neanderthal, we have other species. Did they meet other species? If so, what do we talk about the ayah that وَبَثَّ مِنْهُمَا نِسَاءً كَثِيرًا رِجَالًا كَثِيرًا وَنِسَاءً? We had lots of women and men were from what? From Adam and Eve. Eve is not mentioned in the Quran, just for your information. And that's why we have this big argument among the scholars. And once something becomes aqeedah, we cannot just depend on a history book. Aqeedah needs a proof. Yani if something, you have to take it closer to the level of the Quran, that means the authenticity behind it has to get what? Stronger and stronger. Because it's aqeedah. So we cannot just depend on narrations. Overall, after this introduction, we know that we have the sons of Adam. How did they get married? Did we have other creatures back then other than them? Do we have Homo sapiens, Neanderthals? Were they before Homo sapiens, after Homo sapiens? Is Adam representing the modern human being? What about the other, skeleton and finding that we find that goes back dated to more than 700,000 years ago or 500,000 years ago. We talked about this before. I said, Quran kept it open. We do not know exactly what happened. You cannot tell me, oh, we found this, old archaic bone and we did the carbon test and it is dated like 700,000 years. So how come you say, hey, we are from Adam? Those are totally different things. Maybe they are related, maybe they are not. Quran did not say before Adam we had nothing. It's the opposite. We talk about this. Maybe we had other beings coexisted. Okay? My concern about this story that the Quran did not talk about its details. We had two guys, sons of Adam, Qabil wa Habil. Quran did not mention their name. وَاتْلُ عَلَيْهِمْ نَبَأَ ابْنَيْ آدَمَ بِالْحَقِّ إِذْ قَرَّبَا قُرْبَانًا فَتُقُبِّلَ مِنْ أَحَدِهِمَا وَلَمْ يُتَقَبَّلْ مِنَ الْآخَرِ. They offered a sacrifice, a vow, whatever you want to call it. Allah accepted from one of them, did not and rejected the other. What is that sacrifice? What was it? We do not know. But the Quran is telling us, hey, learn. We have here a moral lesson we have to pay attention to. That as a believer, you have always to offer something. And that something, brothers and sisters, could be money, could be your knowledge. When I say offer something, that means beyond your personal need. And it could be something very worth it nowadays. As I said in previous lecture, it is your time. You dedicate time for your community, for your religion, to spread good teachings of your religion. It is not right and not accepted to go home and you say, I have been working since like 6 a.m. and now it is 4, I want to rest. You eat, you pray, you eat, you get on your PlayStation or Xbox or TikTok, you spend a couple hours, you go back to sleep, you wake up for work, you are, mashallah, very nice taxpayer, and the company is happy because you are a very dedicated guy. But then how are you contributing to the community? How? How are you contributing to the teachings of Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad alayhi salam? You start contributing by sacrificing. That sacrifice, you say this hour to get educated. Okay. Portion of it for fun, portion of it for getting educated, portion of it to get your job done, portion of it to offer halal, to get halal money through halal job. This is highly appreciated. Don't underestimate this. It's highly appreciated. And Allah will give you credit for working and seeking halal. من بات كالا من طلب الحلال بات مغفورا له. Allah will forgive you. You come from work tired, you are seeking halal job, halal money, Allah will forgive you. Don't underestimate this. But at the same token, we have to go extra step. Give something from your time. Sometimes could be for your wife, for your kids, for your neighbors, for your community, for yourself to get educated so you can talk about your belief, about your religion, about your faith in a proper way, in a good way, educated way. In the time of Adam, the sacrifice was different, but it is symbolic. One guy, he picked the best thing and from his farm, they say, As I said, it's not in the Quran, the details of the story. And the other guy who is Qabil, Qabil huwa al-qatil, qa, okay? So you correlate. Qabil huwa al-qatil, yali qatal, he killed his brother. Qabil, he picked the worst thing in his cattle, they say, and they offer it. Allah accepted it from whom? From Habil. In other words, Allah is telling us, when you are given something for the sake of Allah, try to offer the best. Because Allah, the generous, when He sees you generous, Allah will be more generous to you. When you offer the little, and when you offer the things that you do not need, or you know what, yalla, I have this furniture is not good, yalla, take it to the jama', okay? Or this carpet is not good anymore, donate it to the jama' or the church, or shu arifni. Allah is telling us, if you want to give, pick the best among your money, among your items, and give it out to the poor that really they are in need of it, for several reasons. One of them, you are telling Allah, Ya Allah, I believe in you. And out of respect and out of love, I am giving out what I like. قُلْ لَن تَنَالُوا الْبِرَّ حَتَّى تُنْفِقُوا مِمَّا تُحِبُّونَ. And I discussed that last time. Second reason, imagine you were to be the poor, and someone, rather than inviting you over for a meal, he gives you leftover. You would like that? احبب لأخيك ما تحب لنفسك. You should like for others what you like for yourself. This is called equality. This is equality, equity. Another thing, another reason why you have to watch the charity that you are giving out. Don't be a person of dual personalities. Yani when it comes to rituals, God, I love you, I pray, I fast, I need Jannah, I need this, I need that. But when you talk to the servant of Allah, to the people of Allah that He created, you deal with them in the worst way and worst scenario. That's not right. Okay. So that what happened. Then, because the sacrifice Habil was accepted, we start seeing big problem in our human race. The first murder case in our humanity. Before our humanity, before our Adam, different story. But at least in our humanity, we saw the first plot against another human, and that human was not any other human. Few people in the family of Adam, yet one of them decided and was started plotting to kill his own brother. Maybe he had no other brother back then. As if Quran is telling us humanity could have disappeared because of this selfishness. It is me or no one. So after that sacrifice was accepted, Qabil decided to kill his brother. Ya subhanallah, you just said, I'm offering this sacrifice for the sake of Allah. All of a sudden now, you are gonna disobey God and kill your brother? And here, something we learn, brothers and sisters. Do not trust any person in a naive way. Always keep a buffering zone. Do not make your social network all the same level. You trust them the same way. No. You have very special people that you are certain they are good and you trustworthy, worth it. So this is your closer circle, very private. Then you go further and further. You do not just meet any guy and tell him about your problems, issues, sins, problems. No, this is not the way you earn friendships. You have no right to tarnish your image or downgrade yourself. إن الله فوض إلى المؤمن جميع أموره إلا إذلاله لنفسه. You are not allowed to downgrade yourself. Imagine brother and a brother, because of a sacrifice that one of them decided to kill the other guy. What about now co-workers? What about neighbors? What about the friends? What about human fellows? So what we learn, brothers and sisters, we learn that sometimes hate and envy create one of the biggest problems in humanity. That's what we call hasad, and this is inshallah to be discussed later on. Hasad. Hasad is not about now saybat ain. Hasad is when you see your co-worker or your friend getting, let's say, promoted or getting into better position or getting wealthier or better education or better family, and you start plotting against him to prove that you are better than him. That's envy. That's jealous. That's hasad. You do not want the good things for your friend. You don't want it. That's not accepted in Islam. وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدٍ. وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدٍ. That hasad, that envy, was one of the reasons that made the brother back then kill his brother. That's one. Secondly, Islam showing us that that killer, that brother killer, he is naive. He was a naive guy. After killing his brother, he did not know what to do with the body. And that, what inshallah we are going to be discussing in our next meeting. إلى ذلك الحين استودعكم الله سبحانه وتعالى. أسأل الله دائما أبدا أن يجمعنا على الخير والهدى وكلمة التقوى ويثبتنا على دينه وولاية نبيه محمد وآله المعصومين. وإلى أرواح موتانا وموتى المؤمنين والمؤمنات نهدي ثواب منطقنا هذا ومجلسنا مع سورة المباركة الفاتحة تسبقها الصلاة على محمد وآل محمد.